Not qualified to talk about this, but I want to share my feeling regardless because I don't know whether or not somebody can be qualified to speak on this issue. You know, to watch the first images of people driving away from a peace music festival and all of a sudden being shot, and then you see from the inside, from the point of view inside, the car slowing down and crashing behind another car while like men dressed in black, they flank the car and they keep shooting at it. It really does something to your stomach of being able, first of all, to watch a video like that. X, in this way, it's very transparent, that allows for this type of sharing without blurring or anything. And somehow I think it's good if something like that can be even called good, but the shock that it causes, I think it's important because I feel shocked. I feel shocked at looking at those things while I'm sitting here in the comfort of my house and I have food and I have water and I can do whatever I want. I can go to the supermarket, I can go buy something that I like, come back, cook it and enjoy it. To see the last minute of somebody at the end of terrorist, it's art shattering. And like I said, I'm not qualified to talk about this because of course there is always two sides to a story. And I know that in Palestine so many more people have died for the retaliation that Israel usually does against Palestine, which is happening also right now after those inhuman attacks on children, on Israeli children, on children being kidnapped and killed, and a woman being paraded in the back of a truck, lifeless body with the joint screwed in a way that it's abnormal to see a leg twisted that way and people spitting on her corpse. It's art shattering. And it's also art shattering when you see those videos of the aftermath of Israel bombing Gaza and the rubble and the many innocent people. The thing that shatters my heart the most is the fact of knowing those are all human beings. I don't know what's the solution. I have no idea. I just feel sad. I feel incredibly sad that for whatever religion, ideologies that we're still arguing about, and in this moment I feel this such a deep anger also of the human that strives to push an ideologies on their fellow man and others, of believing somebody up there exists, right? And somehow in those moments you just ask yourself, where is the divine intervention? Where is the moment where this entity will show up when right now would be an appropriate time to show and to make yourself, let's say, visible. So I feel that type of anger because it feels that in the end it's just humans, ideologies and beliefs which are perpetrated by other humans, just humans on humans. None of those things exist, and I said that with a sense of absolute despair because I wish there wasn't like that. I wish that there was something divine and beautiful and caring that would just help us, steady our end instead of just indulging whatever lunacy of beliefs and ideologies of you name it that causes people to become worse than beast, to bypass morality and ethics and empathy and just treating other living sentient being as if they have absolutely no right to exist. And what it pisses me the most off is knowing that from both sides, a week ago, few days ago, there were families sitting around a table, eating perhaps their favorite meal, enjoying, having hopes and dreams, and some of them cuddling and kissing and loving their children, and so on and so forth. And now they're not there anymore. Now they're just part of the rubble of this, heavy stench of explosions and fumes, leftover of gas and plastic burned, with that heavy density of the dust from cement settling over their inert corpses, starting the decay. I'm just sad. I'm just incredibly sad, and I wish it wasn't like that. I wish we could just see somehow, like women and men together, finding out a way to see the glimpse of enlightenment, that we can perhaps at least try to coexist. At least try to coexist, instead of just repeating eternal loops of momentary peace until the melting pot of emotions and ideals and greed and power and all of this concoction just start to fester and bubbling, fermenting to the point of no return, and explodes. And then again, you need a purge, because that's how we work. If we don't work like this, we don't know how to human, it seems. And therefore, I say this with great sadness and a huge amount of despair, that I wish we could just be a little bit better, just a little bit better, and instead of having to mourn. And I just want to, give my condolences to all those human beings from both sides which have died and that will continue dying. And I hope that this thing doesn't escalate into something far worse, because it doesn't seem it's the end yet. But anyway, I just, wanted to share this because I feel incredibly bad, and I wish I could do something to entertain my audience instead of sharing this, but I had to let this out,